Welcome to the Pennzoil Cup Series for race 15 at Infinenon. The Pennzoil pole will go to Kyle Singer, driving the number 11 car from Minnesota Motorsports. As we take the green flag, they go down into turn 1 at this road course. It's a tricky course, as you see. It has a lot of elevations. We go up through turns 2 and 3. Kyle Singer actually getting a good jump on the rest of the field right now. But it's more of an elevated or downfall track. As you see, it's you go up and down a lot on this track, so it is one of the more diverse tracks on the circuit, and we're glad to be here for race 15. But Kyle Singer already pulling away fast. He was not only good in qualifying, but in practice as well, and that Shark Energy Chevy car is doing very well. Kyle Collins behind in second. That 83 car also very strong in practice. Practice pretty much reflected what happened in qualifying. And Kyle Singer obviously, no, not Kyle Singer, Kyle Collins in that 83 car, same first name, but that 83 car is again doing wonders to help his cause in the points running right now. He's already confirmed into the chase. Obviously, he's just been so dominant these past couple of races, and he's showing it again today. But that 83 car, he still does not. He actually has only one win, when I believe he should have like 3 with his performances so far. But right now, he's doing pretty well with 43 trying to have some moves on him in that corner as well. The 32 car, he is actually our points leader, though, despite all of that. And the 32 car, Ryan Dunn, has had those 2 sponsors on his car for a while. He is one of the more profitable drivers in the field. But that is not without reason. He's actually won 3 races in this series. The next highest is only 1, and that's pretty that's a good mark over the field, showing that you can win 3 when no one else can even get to 2. And I see Ryan Dunn as being a huge threat come time for the chase, because if you win that first race, you're a huge step ahead about anyone else. And looking back up front again, the 68 car, you may not really recognize him, but maybe the paint scheme. Well, you probably should. This is Rick Witt, now driving the 68 car for Red Viper Racing. More of a just number change on that 68 car. He's been meaning to do that for a while, and finally he's gotten to it. So no more 17. He does keep all of his points when he was racing the 17 car. It was just a simple number change that was worked out. So look to see him later in this race as he's running up front. We got a couple new sponsors. Gary Weaver has Crunch on board the hood of that car for a couple races the rest of the year, and I believe they might be coming back next year. But anyways, we're going to look at a guy who really did well at the last road course we went to. Eagles Point was our first and only one before this race at Infinenon, and that 87 car drove it up to a 6th place run. And that 87 car looking to have another good run here today. Did not get the qualifying run he wanted, but looking to see him get better. You see we're focusing on the 50 car. Actually is not driving for Tetronics Motorsports anymore in that 50 car. New team called RPM Racing is now driving that 50 car for that team. So looking to see some better success in that 50 car. And we also have Ferdinand Gabot after that scary crash at Indianapolis, which left Julio Barraza with a broken wrist, I believe, after the wreck. Ferdinand Gabot, however, was escaped unscathed. And that 19 car now with GoDaddy colors on that scheme. And that scheme will be updated next race, but anyways, that's another way to talk about. But you see, Bad Dad Racing, this is a huge topic right back here. We got 2 of the top drivers in the sport, and they're both running in the back. Bad Dad Racing, this was one exception. They did have a decent practice run, but qualifying was just unsuccessful. And so far, they've actually dropped back a little bit. Jones and Boone, not used to seeing them both back here so far deep in the field. Anyways, back up front, this is your winner at Indianapolis. Addison Steinbach, who finally got his first win after seemingly getting it close, the closest being second at Daytona. The 33 car very strong last week, and he managed to rock it up towards the front and close it with the win. And it ended under caution too, so you can say that it was just a lucky win, but I think he really worked for it, and that was a good win for Addison Steinbach. At 33 car running 4th currently, and wouldn't it be wild if he could pass it up? Remember, nobody has won 2 times in a row, In fact, Ryan Dunn is the only one to win 2 races. And right now, Addison Steinbach looking to break that score. You see other cars further back in the field that would like their first win. Riding on board Derek Petrie in the 53 car. He has a win already, and it came at Eagles Point, the other road course on the circuit. He's not doing too bad, running inside the top 10 right now for that 53 Heineken Chevy. But rumors have been coming around that Heineken will be back next season. That's pretty much the only. This and Crunch sponsor for Gary Weaver have been the only 2 kind of lingering sponsor redos for next year. So sponsors already coming into play to see where they will go for next year and who will get them. And it's going to be a new playing field next season. And this is one of the cars that I was talking about. Jake Booker, you see him sliding through the grass. Now we know who's making all that dirt come up out of the ground. And a lot of people just overshooting that corner back there. But Jake Booker, one of the cars without a win, as well as Nick Purcell's that we're focusing on. Zach Carr's behind him too, no win. And I'm sure everyone here would want to win. And Nick Purcell's been in this sport since Daytona. Zach Carr, same. Both made their debut after the Bud shootout, and currently doing okay so far in this track. Jay Barker in the 2 cars, coming off of a disappointing outside the top 20 run at Indianapolis after leading a ton of laps last weekend. It was kind of sad to see him have that slow pit stop and then get right down to the second wreck. But Jay Barker right now picking up the spot on his teammate Zach Carr's. That 2 car looking for a strong finish here today to back up, try to keep him inside the points right now. Oh, we got a car going 3 wide. That's AJ Davidson. Oh, Jay Barker's wide and in the tires. Derek Petrie and Jack Newman were going to go by him, but that just might have hurt his car badly there. The tires do a huge deal of damage on these cars, and well, I don't know how that 2's car is gonna handle after that incident. And it's the first contact we've seen all day. Derek Petrie goes wide, almost into the 7 car, but that's unfortunate to see the 2 car already in the tire wall due to a 3 wide incident going down to the hairpin. Anyways, back out front again, we're gonna have Kyle Singer just pulling away from the field. That 11 car handling super well on this road course, and it's not a surprise actually. He ran fairly decent at Eagles Point, did not really get a good finish out of that 11 car. I believe he was 10th or somewhere around there. He had a decent run last week as well, just a decent car all over, but at least he's not like he was in the beginning of the season. I'm already starting to forget his really horrible luck. He had 1 point at Hillside at one point in the season. Ryan Lenning in the 22 car is a guy that really needs to have a Kyle Singer moment come up here, and or Jacob Tube at least, because he is far out of reach from getting a good spot inside the chase. However, it is still possible. I believe down to 35th it is still possible for points right now, as if you're under 100 points back from the cutoff spot, you still have a chance, despite that being way out of reach. But Brian Lenning looking to be that person is 29th in points. Here's Blaine Keys. He's actually one of the people that does not have a chance at all to make it into the chase. That 49 car had a well received run at Dover, and it was like nice 8th place run, but that was his first race since Martinsville, and it's good to see him back on the circuit after Indy. It was his 3rd race, and now he has a back-to-back start in the series. So that 49 car for Billy Bishop Motorsports, no sponsorship, no scheme on that car, just an underfunded driver right there. So look for more in that 49 car in later races, doing an average job right now, about halfway up through the field right now. And here's Jacob Tube. He's right behind the 49 car. I talked about pulling a tube. Well, the reason why, he won at Dover, and it was just an upset because he was running horribly. 30th in points at the time, and that shot him up to, I believe, 22nd. Then he had like a 4th place run after that, and then like a 3rd, and now he's in 13th. And that's exactly what you need to do to get yourself inside the points and try to get yourself in contention for the championship. And that 42 car is doing a good job of it. Rick Witt is going to get into the 22 car, and we're going to have a spin. Caution number 1 is out. And that looks like Rick Witt just overdrove the corner just a bit too much, and well, that 68 car is going to slip back after that wreck. AJ Davidson, you see back there, almost ran into the back of the 68. Slow down. Still more people going through the dirt there as well in that corner. We're gonna have two people actually going down pit road. These are your two leaders, Kyle Singer and Jay Durrell in the 11 and 43 car. And they have no one following them. Cody Russell being the only one. But they are gonna be far back in the field, and that's not where I want to be at this red course. Anyways, green flag back out in the air. Kyle Singer, Addison Steinbach 1-2, and Kyle Collins, Addison Steinbach, both winners in the series. You see Brian Lenning back there third. We got a caution already, and that's I see it outside the window here. We got a car on the front stretch. Brian Lenning through the grass, the dirt, and he was running third place. We were just talking about him trying to have a good run. Brian Boone gonna hit the 69. Chaos ensues here at Infinenon. And I thought we were having a clean race going on, and now we got cars beating and banging all over the track. And that's Ferdinand Gavot. Oh, what a save. Almost hits the inside wall. And, well, we're gonna race it back, but, we got caution out and just chaos everywhere on the track. This is the first wreck. And that's Jay Durrell, Jacob Tube, and Webster Zygarde. And that's the problem with getting put back in the back there. Not because I knew that was going to happen. I don't know what happened there with the 43 and the 12 and the 42. It looked like a stack up that just tried to work out, but it didn't really. And here's the save by Ferdinand. And that was a great piece of driving by the 19 car. Keeps it out of the wall and continues on in that 19 car. Anyways, this is actually a replay coming back to the line. 33 car gonna make a power move on the outside and then gets the advantage coming on the inside. Passes Kyle Collins for the lead, and Addison Steinbach will take it. You see Nick Purcell's now in third, but having troubles as the 68 car is getting by. The 68 made up like 5 or 4 positions under that caution, and that was a great, that's how to get to the front. And that 68 car showing it with a new number, but with all the dominance that he showed at Hillside. Green flag back out for Addison Steinbach, as let's try to make it this time past the start finish line. Looks like we will. But Nick Purcell's on the inside of Kyle Collins, trying to make that move work, going up the track and through the corners. We got another car spinning, and caution does come out, and we will not make it past the second corner. And we got a couple cars taken out back here. I believe one was a rainbow car, but anyways, Addison Steinbach still pulling away from that 83 car now. Rick Witt almost got into the 16 car there. Car is still wiggling in the back. I don't know what's going on with the field now, but I don't know. We got cars wrecking everywhere on the track now. But I believe the incident going into turn 1. Here's the incident now. Replay. This is Daniel Hoyle's not having a good day all race long. Gonna get hit from behind by Brian Lenning, and bam! Right there, Jay Barker in the 2 car. Well, I guess you gotta have he actually did pit under the last caution, and that's what sent him back there. And so far these pit stops are not helping one bit. That 2 car just learned that right there. Jay Barker right here, I can actually say that was, despite getting hit head on from the 99 car, that he did a great job not to just go into the crowd and take out, I believe that was Cody Russell next to him. Good piece of driving, and I guess he just had to take one for the group right there. Green flag back out again, Addison Steinbach. Nick Purcell's trying to move again. Rick Witt actually went to pit road. I don't know why he would do that after that caution. But anyways, the 16 car and the 83 working pretty well together in that 83, and 16 car trying to make it on the inside now. Nick Purcell desperately wants to get by the 83, but it looks like the 5 almost takes him out. We're still green, but Addison Steinbach pulling away in that 33 car. And, whoa, Jack Newman goes by high. Is that Rick Witt's car back there? Maybe he didn't go to pit road. I'm not sure. There was one car that came down in the first part of the field. I believe that is Rick Witt's car. But anyways, Addison Steinbach pulling away just like Kyle Singer did. Kyle Singer, meanwhile, I think has cracked the top 20, but he's nowhere near the front of the field now with 10 laps to go. And that's kind of a shame. I don't know why those cars are pitting. But anyways, Addison Steinbach trying to make it 2 in a row, and he'll be the first driver to do that if he does it. And we got a battle for 5th. That's AJ Davidson. AJ Davidson, just a round of applause. That team has had some hardships the past couple races. That team just signed another driver on their roster after both Lukes left the team. Aaron and Colin, I believe, was on the roster only on the off season of one race. He didn't even stay for more than a day. But anyways, that 52 team, this is exactly what they need, though they're probably not going to make the chase, but that's that 52 car, Pennzoil in the hood, and that 5th place run is what they need. Jack Newman, you see back there, also in 6th, great run for him. Daniel Voiles, another bad run for him. He just cracked the top 19 in that 99 car, and all Red Viper Racing cars were there. Now the 99 is probably going to fall out again, and he needs to get his stuff together. One race after this race to determine the chase, Richmond. He's got to step it up there, probably get like a top 5, and then he'll secure himself in the points chase. You see Jacob Tube and Webster Zygarde there, both involved in that lap 1 wreck. Out of Webster Zygarde goes down pit road. Jeff Fair, has not been a good race for him. 3 wide. They'll keep it under control, but Jeff Fair, this is not the race that we are expecting from him after a 6th place at Eagles Point. Bella Davis finally back in the race, not doing what she can do right there. Winner at Kansas, hasn't been too successful after that. Brian Boone, you see, still not moving up through the field in that 70 car. Jay Durrell, pit stops. Those 4 tires have not helped him out at all. As we said, Kyle Singer has moved his way up through the field pretty well, but Jay Durrell has not at all. Arshaw staying in front of him, not a good race for him either. And here's Kyle Singer anyways. I believe he is in 16th, but he runs the corner wide, and there goes Blaine Keys on the inside, the 49 picking up another spot. He's actually gradually moved his way up through the field as well. I can't actually say where he was earlier. I completely forgot. But you see Gary Weaver behind him. Not a well race for him. 13 car used to be 4th in points and high. I believe that after race 3, so he's just gone downhill from there. Anyways, as we take the white flag, the 33 car, look at the gap he's putting on Kyle Collins. It does appear that Addison Steinbach will make it 2 in a row. Be the 2nd driver to reach 2 wins in the series, and the 1st driver to win 2 consecutive wins in a row in the series. As Kyle Collins just trying to get up to him, try to win his 2nd race. Jake Booker trying to win his 1st. Booker still no win, and with that 5 car hounding the back of the 83. I don't think that 83 is really fast. I think he's just doing a good job at blocking these guys though. And Addison Steinbach though out of the corner, checkered flag waving in the air. Addison Steinbach breaks the history books and wins the 2nd race in a row for that Tacos Racing Team number 33 car. Great job by the 33 as he'll do his burnouts on the front stretch, and well, not on the front stretch. He probably would wreck the car if he did it there. But the 33 car does his burnouts in a great fashion. 1st place on top of the board for the 2nd time in a row. Kyle Collins 2nd, Jake Booker 3rd, Nick Purcell is 4th. Great races for all them. AJ Davidson, hats off to him. Great finish for him, 5th. Rick Witt, sorry for that miscommunication. I thought he was the one who went on pit road in 6th. Michael Kraft, silent 7th for him. Zach Carr's 8th, good finish for him. Brett Brown 9th. Derek Petrie 10th, good run for Rascal Racing, as I haven't been able to say that for a while. 7th and 10th. Anyways, 11th Jack Newman as he kind of fell back after getting past a bit. Kyle Singer rallied back for a 12th place finish. I can guarantee you he was the fastest car on the track. Just those pit stops just held him back. 13th Gary Weaver, 14th Blaine Keys, 15th Michael Jones, all right after being 27th. 16th Brian Lenning, 17th Zach Komoski, 18th Ryan Dunn, not what I expected from a 1st place points runner. 19th Jay Durrell, and 20th Robin Shannon. 21st Cody Russell, just not a good race for him all day. Arshaw Sane 22nd, Bella Davis 23rd. Ferdinand Gavat did not show off his colors too often this race in 24th, other than his amazing save. 25th Brian Boone, 26th Jeff Fair in that 87 car, 27th Jacob Tube, 28th Daniel Voiles, and 29th Webster Zygarde, and 30th Jay Barker. And that's not what any of those drivers wanted to see heading into the points rounds. Anyways, here's your points. Anyways, Kyle Collins will take over the points lead after a bad run by Ryan Dunn, and Kyle Collins rallies back from being a horrible driver to 1st on the board in points. Derek Petrie will still remain in 3rd, 233 points. 223, excuse me. Addison's Dimeback pulls up to 4th. Michael Jones 5th, J. Durrell 6th, Cody Russell 7th, Kyle Singer 8th, Michael Kraft 10th, and Brian Boone 9th. Webster Zygarde will have 11th, Nick Purcell's 12th, Jake Booker 13th, good solid points races for him. Rick Witt 14th, Gary Weaver still secured in 15th, Jay Barker, despite the wreck and finishing 30th, he'll still remain in 16th, Jacob Tube 17th, Brett Brown 18th, Jack Newman holding on to that last spot in 19th, but no way safe because 1 point behind is Daniel Voiles with 119 points. And now here we go, 21st through 30th place. Kevin Ulrich is out of the chance of making it into the chase, and Arshad staying up. And I can't say that. I can pretty much say that Robin Shannon up is the only people that will have a shot at making it in the chase. Giovanni Brazza, AJ Davidson, possibly. Brian Lenning and Bella Davis, probably not, as we only have one race to go, and that it seems like a long shot. The Pennzoil Cup Series will see you next time at Richmond. Thank you all for watching. There are your songs. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.